A very good afternoon. I'm Dr. Monica Singh, and yesterday I had taken your lecture on working with individuals or social casework. So I resume my lecture today in continuation to the one I had taken yesterday. So I had last told you that social casework can be applied in various settings, and the settings were an educational institution, in a medical setting, in a psychiatric setting, in a correctional home, or in a corporate sector, or in family and child counseling centers, etc. So these are the areas where social casework can be applied. Now we come to the next part, that is objectives of social casework. What are the objectives? अगर हम सोशल केस वर्क करते हैं या हम इंडिविजुअल्स के साथ काम करते हैं, उसके पीछे ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या होता है? द फर्स्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू प्रमोट द वेलफेयर ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल क्लाइंट in the interest of society and making his unmet needs available. Then the second one is to facilitate and strengthen the social relationships. Third one is to bring about an adjustment between the individual client and the situation in which he is. Fourth, to prevent problems to arise to prevent the problems which arise in his day-to-day social functioning. So these are the some of the objectives which a social case related to social casework. So now, why do you think a client or a respondent needs intervention? Why does a client want to come to a social worker for help, for professional help, for guidance? So basically there are certain causes of human problems, and these causes arise from the area or from within him or within his society or the setup of which he is a part. There could be certain reasons which cause the human beings to have problems and then them becoming a client or a respondent. The first is emotional distress. There could be some kind of emotional distress which comes from stressful situations. There could have been a stressful situation, and because of that the person has had emotional distress and he cannot handle that emotional distress, and which makes him have a disruption in his social functioning. So he becomes a client and he needs intervention, he needs help, he needs support. Then any kind of illness, if a person is having any kind of illness, he has been detected with any kind of illness which he cannot cope up with, he may become a client. Then misconceptions, sometimes there are certain misconceptions in relationships, so these misconceptions also lead to problems arising in a person's life. Then personality features, certain people have personality problems, there are certain deficiencies in their personality, so that also make them seek professional help. Then lack of material resources. Lack of material resources is कि एक इंसान ये सोचता है कि मेरे पास ये नहीं है. मटीरियल रिसोर्सेज क्या होते हैं? मटीरियल रिसोर्सेज वो होते हैं जो इंसान पैसे से खरीदता है. तो उसके पास कुछ है, कुछ कमी लग रही है उसको, तो वो सोचता है कि मेरे पास ये नहीं है, मेरे पास इस चीज़ की कमी है, तो मेरे पास और ज़्यादा चीज़ें होनी चाहिए. तो उस ये सब सोच को लेके भी उसको एक स्ट्रेस हो सकता है और उसको लगता है कि मैं सोसाइटी में मिसफिट हूँ. एंड देन लैक ऑफ प्रॉपर इंफॉर्मेशन. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि सपोजिंग वी टॉक अबाउट अ प्यूपल एंड अ टीचर, or we talk about a boss and a employee. So if the boss wants to convey something and it is misconstrued by the employee, what he is trying to say, maybe he doesn't have any negative intention, but the employee takes it in a negative sense and he keeps worrying about it, he goes into stress, and he's not able to function properly in his day-to-day life, in his workplace. So this is also a cause of a human problem. So these are certain causes which I've listed जो इंसान में human problems create करते हैं. So उससे क्या होता है कि उसको इंटरवेंशन की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. नाउ इन सोशल केस वर्क, बेसिकली objectives are the one on which what is the basic focus or what is the main aim or objective to do casework. Now we come to, there are certain components. The components of casework are very popularly also known as the 4 P's. P P means P as in Paris. So they are also called the 4 P's, and these 4 P's are very important for any kind of social casework. The first P is the person. Who is the person? The person is the client or the respondent who needs intervention. जिस इंसान को, जिसको हम क्लाइंट बोलते हैं या रिस्पोंडेंट बोलते हैं, जिसको मदद की ज़रूरत है, जिसके सोशल वर्कर हेल्प करेगा, इंटरवेंशन देगा, उसको नॉर्मलाइज करेगा, तो ही इज़ द पर्सन. सो दिस इज़ द फर्स्ट पी. सेकेंड इज़ द प्लेस. प्लेस यानी कि प्लेस का मतलब है कि प्लेस इज़ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन or the institute or wherever you get the client. It could be a school, it could be a charitable organization, it could be a hospital, it could be a family counseling center, जहाँ पे वो आपको client मिला. कोई एजेंसी या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जहाँ पे आप एक प्रोफेशनल सोशल वर्कर हैं और वो क्लाइंट आपको दिया गया, या वो क्लाइंट आपको फॉर इंटरवेंशन आपको एक केस दिया गया कि आपने ये सॉल्व करना है. सो दैट इज़ द प्लेस, दैट इज़ द सेकेंड पी. थर्ड पी इज़ द प्रॉब्लम. प्रॉब्लम इसका मतलब है कि उस इंसान को क्या प्रॉब्लम है. That's why he's come here as a case, that's why he's there as your client or respondent. So the third P is a problem which you as a social worker have to understand. आपने उसकी प्रॉब्लम को समझना है. अगर आप उसकी प्रॉब्लम को समझेंगे तभी आप उसकी जो प्रॉब्लम है, उसको किस चीज़ से कष्ट हो रहा है, क्यों वो अपना डे टू डे लाइफ में फंक्शन नहीं कर पा रहा, आप उसको किस तरह से उसको सॉल्व कर पाएंगे. सो थर्ड इज़ द प्रॉब्लम विच यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड इन द राइट पर्सपेक्टिव और द राइट वे. दिस इज़ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट कॉम्पोनेंट ऑफ केस वर्क. देन द लास्ट वन इज़ द प्रोसेस. प्रोसेस इज़ कि जब हमने पर्सन मिल गया, प्लेस में मिला, प्रॉब्लम हमें समझ ली, तो हमने प्रोसेस क्या अडॉप्ट किया उसको सॉल्व करने के लिए. So we have to do something, no? When we know the problem, we cannot keep it lying down. हमें उसको ऐसे ही नहीं छोड़ना, हमें उसको समझना है और उसको सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करनी है. We have to adopt some process to try and solve it. So that is the fourth P, that is the process which is adopted to solve the problem of the client. So these were the 4 components of casework which are called the 4 P's: person, place, problem and process. Now we come to the next one, that is the process of social casework. What is the process which a person has to adopt, which a social worker has to adopt to undertake a casework session? So the first is the intake. Intake का क्या मतलब है? Intake का मतलब है आपको client मिला, आपको respondent मिला, आपने intake, आपको केस मिला. सो आपने, you have taken the respondent or the client or the respondent has been given to you in an organization which is called the intake stage. Second is the study stage. Study stage का मतलब क्या है? जब आपको client मिला, जब आपको वो respondent दिया गया कि आपने इसका केस सॉल्व करना है, तो you have to basically study him. You have to study the client or the individual in his entire setup, okay, in his total setup of which he is a part. Then the third stage is the social diagnosis. हम एक डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, तो अगर हमें कोई बीमारी होती है तो डॉक्टर हमारा क्या करता है? डॉक्टर हमारा हमसे पूछता है, आपको बुखार होता है, आपको साथ में क्या सिम्टम्स हैं, और उसके बाद कैसे है, कैसे फील होता है, कब होता है बुखार, और क्या क्या लगता है. सो हम डॉक्टर के पास जाके उसको अपने सिम्टम्स बताते हैं. और हम डॉक्टर के पास क्यों जाते हैं? क्योंकि हम स्वस्थ नहीं हैं, बिकॉज वी आर नॉट फीलिंग वेल. So in the same way, when we go to the doctor, we tell him about our symptoms, we tell him what is happening to us, and that term is called the medical diagnosis. Okay, that is in the medical field, but we are social workers. So as social workers, we undertake a social diagnosis. So social diagnosis is the same thing. The terminology has been changed from medical to social because this is the most important stage, and in this everything is based. Because जो आपका क्लाइंट है उसका आपने किस तरह से सोशल डायग्नोसिस ड्रॉ किया, जब आप उसने आपसे बात की, उसने अपनी प्रॉब्लम समझाई, उसने आपको बताया कि दिस इज़ व्हाट इज़ हैपनिंग टू मी, दैट इज़ व्हाई आई एम हियर, व्हेन यू formulate a procedure or a proper blueprint or chart of this is the client's problem और ये इसके सिम्टम्स हैं, इसको ऐसे होता है और उसकी क्या क्या मुश्किलें हैं, जब आपका एक सोशल डायग्नोसिस तैयार हो जाएगा सो देन, और वो सही तरह से तैयार करना बहुत ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि अगर उसी पे बेस्ड है आपका सारा आगे का ट्रीटमेंट. So social diagnosis is the most important stage, and after this and on this is based the treatment. The next stage is the treatment stage, in which you undertake the process कि आपने उसको किस तरह का ट्रीटमेंट देना है. अगर हमें डॉक्टर मेडिसिन देता है, अगर इंजेक्शन की ज़रूरत है तो इंजेक्शन देता है, अगर डॉक्टर को लगता है कि पेशेंट ओपीडी में, आउट पेशेंट डिपार्टमेंट में ही ट्रीटमेंट लेके घर जा सकता है तो वो उनको वही ट्रीटमेंट देता है. लेकिन अगर उनको लगता है कि उसको आईपीडी, इन पेशेंट डिपार्टमेंट, या उसको हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन की ज़रूरत है तो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली वो उसको ट्रीटमेंट देता है. तो सेम वे एज सोशल वर्कर्स वी हैव टू सी टू इट कि व्हाट टाइप ऑफ ट्रीटमेंट can be rendered, can be given to the client or the respondent. Treatment as in talking to him, counseling him, having sessions with him, changing his environment, उसको कहाँ से प्रॉब्लम होती है उसको चेंज करना, उसके अंदर जो नेगेटिविटी है उसको, उसकी आउटलुक टुवर्ड्स लाइफ चेंज करना. इस ट्रीटमेंट का मतलब इन सोशल वर्क मेडिसिन्स, इंजेक्शंस ये सब नहीं है, इसमें हम उसकी बिहेवियर मॉडिफिकेशन ये सब करते हैं. सो दिस इज़ द ट्रीटमेंट वी गिव. आफ्टर ट्रीटमेंट कम्स द टर्मिनेशन स्टेज. टर्मिनेशन स्टेज का मतलब क्या है? टर्मिनेशन स्टेज का मतलब होता है जब हम एक केस लेते हैं. सो व्हेन वी टेक अ केस वी कैन नॉट हैव द केस एंडलेसली विद इट, बिकॉज हम सोशल वर्कर्स हैं. So after one case we have to move on to other cases, and we have the responsibility to reach out to as many people as possible. So it's not कि हम एक ही केस के लेके उसी पे काम करेंगे. So what we do is we terminate the case after the intake stage, study stage, social diagnosis हो गया, treatment हो गया. We've had 4 or 5 or 6 sessions with the client, and we see that this is the response, and the client is getting better, and so we kind of terminate. हम उस केस को ख़त्म करते हैं, हम उस केस को वाइंड अप करते हैं, विच इज़ कॉल्ड द टर्मिनेशन स्टेज. सो लास्ट इसके बाद है इवैल्यूएशन स्टेज. इवैल्यूएशन आप समझते हैं, इवैल्यूएशन का मतलब है टू रीचेक, टू इवैल्यूएट, टू सी कि क्या है. मतलब केस आपको जब दिया गया था, आपको क्लाइंट दिया गया था, तब वो उसकी क्या प्रॉब्लम थी, उसके बाद बीच में आपने क्या क्या इंटरवेंशन दी, और एंड में व्हाट इज़ द फाइनल रिजल्ट. सो इवैल्यूएशन इज इवैल्यूएटिंग द क्लाइंट, इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ द केस, एंड इवैल्यूएटिंग योरसेल्फ एज अ सोशल वर्कर. बिकॉज इवैल्यूएशन से आपको पता लगता है कि आप में कहाँ पे कोई गैप्स आए, कोई आपको लगा कि आपकी जो मुश्किलें थी, आपकी लिमिटेशंस क्या थी, आप उसको किस तरह से आगे चेंज कर सकते हैं. बिकॉज ऐसा नहीं है कि आप सिर्फ एक ही केस लेंगे, आप एक ही क्लाइंट के साथ डील करेंगे, आपके पास बहुत सारे क्लाइंट्स और केसेस आएंगे. सो इवैल्यूएशन हेल्प्स अस टू अंडरस्टैंड एज टू हाउ वी कैन इम्प्रोवाइज एज अ प्रोफेशनल सोशल वर्कर, and also that where we started this case and where have we reached. So evaluation is the most important stage. Now we've studied the components, we've studied the principles, we've done the objectives, and we've also studied the causes of human problems. Now we come to the techniques in social casework. टेक्निक्स जो होती हैं, जब हम सोशल केस वर्क करते हैं तो हम किसी ना किसी तरह की कोई टेक्निक अप्लाई करेंगे टू वर्क विद द क्लाइंट, टू डील विद द क्लाइंट. सो द फर्स्ट टेक्निक इन सोशल केस वर्क इज इंटरव्यू. इंटरव्यू का मतलब क्या है? व्हाट इज इंटरव्यू? इंटरव्यू इज टॉकिंग टू अ पर्सन फेस टू फेस and trying to find out what is the problem. And while interviewing, you have to have a very empathetic attitude, and you have to see to it that what are what kind of intervention is possible, what kind of interview I have to take, whether I need to have an interview of this much time. You have to see the situation and take the interview. You have to observe the client. Only then can you be successful in applying the techniques of social casework, and only then will you be coming out with positive results. Second is home visit. This is very important. Home visit से आपको ये पता लगता है कि client किस environment में रहता है, किस तरह का उसका माहौल है, कोई प्रॉब्लम घर से हो रही है, उसकी सोशल जो सेटअप है, उसकी सोशल फंक्शनिंग है वो किस तरह से है, उसकी फैमिली या उसके जो फैमिली मेम्बर्स हैं वो सपोर्टिव हैं नहीं हैं, वो किस तरह से लेते हैं उसकी प्रॉब्लम को, उनको पता भी है कि नहीं है. सो दिस इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. देन रिसोर्स मोबिलाइजेशन. Resource mobilization is that the social worker helps or guides the client to mobilize the resources for him, जिसके कारण शायद उसकी social functioning में problem आ रही है, जिसके कारण वो client बना है. Then comes referral. Referral is supposing a client comes to you and you know that you've talked to him, you've done a social diagnosis, you've understood that yes, this is the problem and he's suffering from some kind of, I'm giving you an example, that he's suffering from some kind of a psychiatric problem. So psychiatric problem के लिए आप, you are a generic social worker, लेकिन आप psychiatric problem उसकी solve नहीं कर सकते. So you refer him to a psychiatric setup, you refer him to a psychiatric social worker so he can get the best treatment. Then comes environmental modification. Environmental modification का मतलब है, जैसे नाम सजेस्ट कर रहा है कि जिस environment में वो रहता है उसको हमने modify करना है. तो modify किस तरह से करना है? Sometimes it is that he spends time with certain members और certain friends, जहाँ से जब उसने आपसे बातचीत करी, जब उसने अपना केस डिस्कस करना शुरू किया, जब उसने आपको बताया और जब आप उसकी बातें सुन रहे थे, जब आप उसको ऑब्जर्व कर रहे थे, आपको पता लगा कि उसने कहीं पे ये मेंशन किया कि व्हेन आई मीट माय फ्रेंड्स दैट्स आई गेट वेरी डिस्टर्ब्ड, दे टॉक टू मी लाइक दिस, दे मुझे तंग करते हैं, मुझे टॉन्ट मारते हैं, मुझे बहुत फील होता है, मुझे नेगेटिव फीलिंग्स आती हैं, सो आई गेट नेगेटिव वाइब्स फ्रॉम देम. सो आपको ये समझ लेना चाहिए उसी टाइम कि आपकी जो टेक्निक यहाँ अप्लाई होगी वो होगी environmental modification. You need to modify his environment in order to make his case successful or in order to take him out of the stressful situation he is in. So आप उसके जो फ्रेंड्स का ग्रुप है, आप उसको इस तरह से मॉडिफाई करेंगे कि वो उनसे धीरे धीरे he tries to wean away from them. Then comes केस वर्कर रिलेशनशिप. केस वर्कर का जो रिलेशनशिप है, दिस इज ऑल्सो important technique in the sense कि the relationship the case worker and the client share amongst themselves has to be a positive one, because अगर relationship positive नहीं है, आपको client के लिए एक अच्छा bond नहीं है आपस में, तो आप ये case solve नहीं कर सकते. Then comes communication. Communication is a very important technique, and how you communicate. Communication in the sense that you are communicating yourself. It is a two-way process. आप बोल रहे हैं, client बैठा है, उसको कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा, you are taking your sessions, one session over, second session over. So it has to be both ways. It has to be seen to it that what you are communicating is understood by the client, you are getting a response from the client, and what is the feedback he's giving you, or is he reacting, or is he trying to see to it that what you are trying to communicate is for his betterment. Then comes the technique, last technique is recording. Recording means that we as social workers, we always maintain records, we always document things. So whenever you are having a case, you have to see to it that you write down the details, the date when the client came to you, when the client was given to you. Then you have to see to it that what was the how many sessions you have taken, then what were the different stages, what were the limitations. So it sometimes happen that you are in an organization and you have recorded certain cases, you've given them numbers, and you move on to a different case, or you from that organization you are told to go to a different place and handle different cases. And there comes another social worker who who's joined in your place, and that person picks up the documents or the record books and sees, and by chance the person who was having a problem has after a year or so got the same problem again. So when he comes to the social worker, he says that yes, I had taken treatment, I had come and had my casework sessions, but again a year I was okay, but now again I've had this problem. So documentation, he will go through the records which have been maintained. Once he sees that, he doesn't need to waste so much time on trying to understand his problem and why is he back again. So he'll see the records, he'll see the documents, and he'll get a better grasp of things as to what problem he has, and he's come back after a year again. So he knows where to patch the threads, he knows how to go about the case, which helps the social workers. Okay, so now we come to there are also certain principles in casework which a social worker has to follow. So the first principle is the principle of acceptance. Acceptance means that when your client comes to you, you have to accept the client as it is, the way he is. So once you accept him, you can handle the case with ease. Second is principle of communication. Like I told you, what you communicate, what you say has to be understood. It should be not that you are going on saying and the client there's no response, so it's the case, the work session is of no use then. Then comes a principle of controlled emotional involvement. Controlled emotional involvement means we are working on a case, we are dealing with the client, so we have to keep our emotions in check. We have to control our emotions, because see, a client comes to you, a respondent comes to you with a lot of hopes, with a lot of trust, with a lot of confidence. So if you are breaking down in front of him and while he's telling his problem, so he will have his trust, his faith will be shaken up, that how is he going to help me if he's only breaking down. So you have to be very strong, you have to keep your emotions in check. Then comes non-judgmental attitude. We as social workers do not work on any kind of biases, we don't have any judgments to pass. So our approach should be that we should be following a non-judgmental attitude. He's rich, he's poor, I didn't like his look, first look. So ये सब जो चीज़ें हैं आपने judge नहीं करनी when you are taking up a case. Then purposeful expression of feelings. Purposeful expression of feelings का मतलब है when you are handling a case, it has to be what you are expressing, what the client is expressing, there has to be a purpose behind it. It's not just that he comes and sits and you are talking to him whatever you feel like, whatever he feels like, and he goes. No, it has to be with a purpose. You are there to help him, he is there to get his problems solved. So he is there to find solutions which you will give it to him. So it has to be a purposeful expression. What he expresses has to be with a purpose, and what you convey also has to be with a purpose. Then principle of confidentiality. This is the most important, because see, if the person has confidence in you, and when he has told you something that yes, this is what I'm telling you and it should be with you, if you are there to help him and you are different from the rest of the society, if he's got that confidence in you, so you have to respect that confidence, you have to maintain that confidence. So principle of confidentiality, very very important. Then principle of growth and change. You must always remember that whenever a client has come to you, he has the potential to grow and he will change. So it's not just that the way he was, it's a fixed thing. So you should always keep an open mind and allow him to realize his potential, grow for the better, change for the better. So this is very important. Then principle of self determination. Self determination here means that when the client is there, he has to, you can help him, you can guide him, you can tell him, but let him, give him that freedom to choose what is right for me, what is wrong for me. So that is very very important, so that in future he can be self reliant. Now we come to the last of this casework subject, because we've covered everything, is the skills. What are the skills which are required in social casework? While handling a case, what are the skills which are required? So the first skill which is very important is exploring the skill in exploring the problem. A social worker should be skillful and should have the skill in him, the ability in him to explore the problem, to see that, to find out, to go into details, to go into depth as to what is the underlying problem. This is a skill which you should possess. And skills cannot be acquired, they are innate, they are inborn. And then skill in usage of resources. Whatever resources are available, how to use them to the best is another skill. Then skill in finding alternate solutions. Sorry. Skill in finding alternate solutions. So you have to find alternate solutions to give to your client. So that is also a very important skill. So then skill in relationships. When you're having how a relationship or a rapport develops, this is also a very important skill. Then skill in observation. There are many people who are in different situations while handling a client, but if things go unnoticed, if you're not good in observing, so it could be you'll miss out on many important things. So you have to be very sharp in observation. Apart from this, you should be active in your approach. You should have an active listening approach. You should have patience while dealing with clients, especially when you deal with children, when you deal with the elderly, the gerontological population. So you should be really patient, because these are the things which are very important. Then communication. When you are talking, communication is also a technique and communication is also a skill. How you communicate is a skill. So it is what you are trying to say. Sometimes you can communicate only by showing pictures. You don't need to speak. So it is communicated. It also depends on who your client is, who is your respondent, who is sitting there. Supposing you are handling a group of people who are illiterate, so you cannot make a flow chart, you cannot have presentations, you cannot have slides and talk to them. You can reach out to them through pictures. आप उनको पिक्चर्स दिखाइए, फोटोग्राफ्स दिखाइए, शॉर्ट क्लिप्स दिखाइए. सो दैट इज़ द वे ऑफ कम्युनिकेटिंग. इट इज़ बेसिकली किस सिचुएशन में आप हैं तो आप किस तरह से उसको कम्युनिकेट करेंगे. सो विद दिस वी फिनिश द social casework subject, and everything in this is covered. And one piece of advice ले लीजिए, या जो आजकल हमारी सिचुएशन है, हम लॉकडाउन में हैं और आपको ये पता है कि हमारा जो सब्जेक्ट है वो थ्योरी एज वेल एज प्रैक्टिकल है. मैं ये किसी को नहीं कहूँगी कि आप अच्छे सोशल वर्कर तभी बनेंगे जब आप खाना लेके या लोगों के बीच में जाके अपने आप को एक्सपोज करके आप उनकी जो अपना सेवा करेंगे. ऐसा कहीं नहीं लिखा, बिकॉज बीइंग सेंसिबल इज रीचिंग आउट टू पीपल बाय preventing yourself also from the disease. Corona is a pandemic all through the globe, all over the world. It's a very serious concern, it's a very serious thing which is there. लेकिन आप घर बैठे बैठे भी अपने जो हमारा सोशल मीडिया है उसके थ्रू आप कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं. एंड कंट्रीब्यूट करने के बहुत तरीके हैं. आप शॉर्ट क्लिप्स बनाइए, उसमें आप हैंड वॉशिंग के सेशंस दीजिए, उनको अपलोड कीजिए. आप लोगों को मैसेजेस दीजिए रिगार्डिंग हाउ टू हैव क्लीन हैंड्स, हाउ टू क्लीन द एनवायरनमेंट. देन बच्चों को किस तरह से एक्सरसाइज इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज फैटी फूड ना खाएं. लेथार्जिक मतलब घर पे ही बैठे रहने से भी वो होता है कि आप फैट जो है आप पुट ऑन कर रहे हैं, बिकॉज इंसान मूवमेंट जो है वो रिस्ट्रिक्टेड हो गई है. तो आप किस तरह से इनोवेटिव मैसेजेस दे सकते हैं. आप शॉर्ट क्लिप्स बना के रीच आउट टू पीपल, यूट्यूब पे करिए, वीडियोस पोस्ट करिए. सो आपका मैसेज जाना चाहिए, सो दैट इट रीचेस आउट, यू रीच आउट टू पीपल. यू शुड जस्ट मेक योर प्रेजेंस फेल्ट दैट येस वी आर देयर, वी कैन हेल्प यू. So this is all I have to say. Stay safe, stay blessed. Thank you very much.